Kia ora everybody, my name's Irini, I'm 16 years old.
Hi, my name's Ripeka and I'm Irini's mum.
And we are the New Voice. Our mission is to help ourselves and everybody watching to have an increase of inner peace. And we talked about before that, some people find inner peace through reading the Bible, and we do too. But another way we find it is through the study of the Book of Mormon, which is what this whole channel's about, the Book of Mormon. And we are going to be discussing page 5 all the way to page 15. So that's 10 pages in total. And our mission, increase inner peace, INNER, peace. And we want to enter 2024 with an increased inner peace. And today is very, very important.
You literally just repeated yourself. It's all good. Keep going, Names.
Today is very important. Mum told me it's like, this verse is like the alma mater of the Book of Mormon / First Nephi. And you guys should all know it, especially you seminary goers, early morning seminary. We're going to quote it with our eyes closed because we know it that well. And it came to pass that I, Nephi, said unto my father, I will go and do the things which the Lord hath commanded, for I know that the Lord giveth no commandment unto the children of men, save he shall prepare a way for them, that they may accomplish the thing which he commanded them. First Nephi chapter 3 verse 7. And that is my part done. Mom, over to you.
I just love how Nephi says, I will go and do the things which the Lord hath commanded. And we don't see in there which Lehi my father has commanded, or which Sariah my mother has commanded, or even what my principal or my teacher or my church leader has commanded, or even my friends. That Nephi credits the source of the commandment. He credits God for that.
And it's kind of interesting because Lehi is a prophet, and he didn't even say in there, my dad who's a prophet of God. He said God, like straight from God. Yeah.
Which highlights that Nephi has used his relationship with God to understand what God wants him to do. And it has such a lighter feeling than, I'm getting pressure from my mum, I'm getting pressure from my dad to go and do this thing. It lifts that. But because Nephi's gone straight to the source, it lifts that pressure, and he must feel a lot lighter knowing that it's God that's commanded. He's given me a peaceful feeling. I'm going to go and do.
Yeah.
And so he goes and does this mission back to Jerusalem, gets the brass plates, and then is called back to Jerusalem to do another mission to fetch a family that is really important in God's plan.
Yeah.
And so that's 2 missions back to Jerusalem.
Mm-hmm.
And you get a sense that Nephi is seeing this from the bigger picture, that by going to do this mahi, by going to do this work, that it's going to bear fruit for him down the line.
Yeah.
And it makes me think of Eric Thomas, who's a hip-hop preacher that we like to tune into.
Yeah.
And
Teen hip-hop preacher.
Yeah, he has a slogan.
And it's actually one of the names of his books as well.
Yes.
And it's called You Owe You.
You owe it to yourself.
You owe it to yourself, yeah.
Which means you owe it to yourself to do the work that's going to bear fruit. And you just get the sense that Nephi gets that. He knows that if I put this work in and I acknowledge that it's God that has sent me to do this, I'm going to bear the fruit of this.
Yeah.
And this is all happening in the wilderness. They're in the wilderness. They're trekking back to Jerusalem, back to the wilderness, back to Jerusalem.
So like they're coming back to a 5-star hotel, they're going back to tents.
And no one does the wilderness better than our brother Bear Grylls, the Man vs. Wild guy, who really his mission is to help people to brave the wilderness, to survive in the wilderness, and to love the wilderness. And we got a really cool quote here from him.
Yes, is this when he was in training academy? or this is just
he sort of
how
he clicked to this when he was training for the special forces, and he sort of got the bigger picture as well, that as I'm doing the work, not just do it, but do it with that extra. And that extra for him was not complaining. And we see that Nephi went and did the stuff, went and did the mahi, did the work, and did it without complaining.
Bear Grylls said, whenever I saw people quitting and complaining, especially complaining, and you see it so much, when it gets hard and you're scared and you're up against it, those are the moments. When everyone's complaining and giving up, it's time to give more. It's in those big moments that you separate yourself in life. When everything's going wrong, that's the time to give more rather than give up.
And so our feeling today is to nurture that belief inside that I can go and do because I owe it to myself. I'll go and do, you owe it to you.
Oh, that was unplanned.
Thank you. See you next time. Bye.